holy moly. Welcome back to the Nobody Asked podcast. If you guys are watching the YouTube and you go, what the hell? Lockie looks beautiful today.
Wow.
That's because he's not here. That's because I fired him. I'm kidding. He's in Europe having the time of his life. I love watching him. He'll be back by the time this is out. I think.
Okay.
No, he won't.
Not if I've got anything to say
so
about
you know
it.
what? I'm safe. So I can say anything I want. Actually, he is partying like he's like spring break.
Oh my God.
I love it for him.
That's
he's like
so nice.
in like Mykonos, like he's such a party girl. I love him.
You got to do that at some point. I didn't do that. I didn't go to schoolies or anything. So, it's like, I'm dying to do it, but I'm almost 30 and it's going to be real sad.
Should we go to schoolies? Because I never really went to schoolies.
I think that they would like us there.
I went to Melbourne with like my 3 best friends, but 2 of them were still 17.
Okay.
So we couldn't like go out clubbing or whatever. We just went to like art galleries and like 2 of us bought the wine and like we stayed in the Airbnb. And I had my first manic episode. So.
Oh, that's cute.
Was it?
18's nice, at least you can get arrested.
You can get arrested. Thankfully, I did not.
Good. I mean, that sounds better. I think my schoolies week I spent in my older boyfriend at the time, parents' house, eating a couple of Domino's pizzas at a time, getting high out of my mind.
Okay. How old was the boyfriend?
Oh, he was I had just turned 17 a day before graduating and he was 20.
You were young for the year.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Although
That's, like,
in
really young
Queensland,
for the year.
in Queensland, everyone graduates at 17.
Right. No, I feel like I did know that.
Because we're smarter.
Okay. Guys, this is Chloe. Sorry. I'm just throwing you in the deep end. Chloe Maddren, everyone. Comedian, podcaster, nice lady.
Wow. That's so cool. I love hearing when people think I'm nice because
I want to see. They've started drilling next to my house, guys, and I do want to hear if you can hear it. Guys, we're in the trenches. I was just saying to Chloe how like Lockie and I will make monumental improvements to this podcast, i.e. getting a microphone. You guys will be like, been watching you guys since the beginning. It's crazy to see how you blow up. I'm like, actually, it's just a podcast now still. When we get a studio, you guys are going to lose your minds. I'm very excited to have Chloe as our first guest host on the pod today.
that's so cool. I feel it's a pleasure.
I always knew that you were going to be one of them. Every time we do a podcast together, I'm always like, God, if I could see the group chats.
I know. It's awesome.
Which is something like I sort of wanted to be as cheeky as we can and sort of outline why that is an inside, like why that's funny.
Happy to.
Happy to? I think we have to start at the beginning. I think we have to explain like how we know each other.
Well, I mean, I think we were maybe not separated as birth as twins, but like maybe we should have been cousins or something, like because we have a weird amount of things in common.
Very much so.
We have very similar thought processes, it seems.
Well, we get a little spooky with it sometimes, which is very interesting because of the way that, in a way, we were star-crossed lovers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
We were held on,
We had everything against us.
We're like, it's like the Parent Trap.
Yeah,
we were not meant to meet.
I just want you to know
like it.
That's not how that movie goes. The Parent Trap, the kids were not star-crossed lovers.
Well, listen, one of them got her ears pierced. That's all I remember. Yeah, they were like, "Hey, you're not star-crossed lovers because we don't. It's because you're twins.
Because you're twins.
Because that's really bad.
That does make it a little bit more naughty.
How far?
I'm sorry.
How far in are we?
I really thought it'd take longer before we got to incest.
No, it's real good. What we mean by this is, okay, we'll start at the beginning. This is a storytelling episode.
This is beautiful.
Yeah, let's just do it. Okay, so we meet. Mm-hmm. I think I met you at, what's that? The
12 Taps.
12 Taps.
I remember.
It was a gig. Mm-hmm. It was a gig that your beautiful boyfriend Jacob he was either emceeing or he was just doing a spot.
Potentially, either.
Wonderful comic. That was like the first 2 times, maybe 2 times in 2 weeks that I'd ever seen Jacob do stand up at all.
Yeah, okay.
And so you know how it's like very cool, especially when everyone else knows them, but you've never seen them. And I was like, it's like, as comedians, we see even the people we find so funny, we see their sets 5 times a week.
Yeah.
Like I'm not watching my favorite comics.
Yeah.
unless it's someone who's like from out of town that I really love. Because you don't get to how many times can you watch the same jokes?
Yeah.
If I walk by, I'll stand and if they're crushing, but
sure.
We're more like work colleagues. I always say especially the smaller gigs are like for an athlete what training is.
Yeah.
And then like people's hours or like if they're at the store, like that's the show.
Yeah.
That's
we are like
race.
athletes. You're correct.
That's the game. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah.
So this was just down at the gym, basically.
This was down, but it was like really cool because I was like, oh, I'd never actually seen Jacob, but he was friends with everyone. And I was like, wow, he's so funny.
Yeah.
And then you came up, I think straight after the show.
Yeah, maybe towards the end. No, I think towards the end because I remember the show being on and being quiet, but chatting to you and you were making me laugh and I was trying to be quiet. I remember that.
We did get along very well almost instantly.
Yeah.
And then I house sitted.
Yeah.
Bryce
Yeah.
For you guys. For Louis.
For little baby, like, I mean.
A little cat.
Became family.
Pretty much. Yes. I was like, it was crazy being back at your house. I was like, I have lived here. Like for like 2 days or something. But
yeah.
Like, more than that. I was like, I know this place.
Yeah.
And see, that's when the context, that's when the lore, LORE, not LAW yet. Both of us, neither of us have gone to jail yet. That's when comedy and that's when the lore starts.
Tell me.
Well, and I'm saying like this is why we weren't allowed, our friendship was prolonged from blossoming the way it has.
Okay. Because I remember even us saying to each other the first time we met, I was like, damn, people had told me about you and they'd kind of said similarly, like, I think you guys would get along. Then we met and we were like, why haven't we met before?
Yeah.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
But then it was just like nothing, you know? And so, it was a slow start. Get into it.
Yes. Well. Maybe it's more of a Romeo and Juliet thing because I finally found the right. They were star-crossed lovers. That's literally the thing.
They were, yeah.
Yeah, Parent Trap was a dead end of a riff. We were from opposing quadrants. Not that I had actually any problem.
No, nor was I aware of any problem.
Hey, no, exactly.
I've been so dumb about so many things.
Really?
Yeah.
Are there other people that you've found out didn't like you?
Yeah.
Dude, I hate when you don't know and then you're like, well, I was not. Oh, the hell?
I mean, even
the
one person who was the issue with us, I didn't really understand or know about for the longest time until my birthday. Actually, it was a very sad day when I had some texts read out to me and I cried. But it's fine.
Who would read a text out like that? Happy birthday. Your birthday card is like, I've printed off receipts of everyone who's ever talked shit about you before.
That actually, now that I feel I probably would say a lot more secure in myself, that sounds like a great birthday gift.
No, like same.
Right?
Should that be our birthday gifts for each other?
I will absolutely do that. Wait, when's your birthday?
October.
Okay. November. We've got time.
Yeah, you're a Scorpio. I do remember this.
Yeah.
No, I love it. I really want to... I'm going to say so many secrets on this pod, assuming the comics are not listening. Because, we don't do that. Right?
No. I mean,
I'm hoping and praying. I know, my non-comedy friends, some of them listen to this podcast.
Okay.
I feel like the comedians, we hear enough of each other.
Yeah.
If you're a comic, get the fuck off.
I don't know. There are some comics... there are some comics who love to listen to only their friends'
and maybe
podcasts.
this one they might... You know what? And you know what? These two names, I feel like there might be one or two that go, what are they talking about?
What are these two
So you know what?
about?
I'm going to be absolutely careful here. Because you know what Edan McGovern is not careful about? Opening her fucking mouth in the comedy scene, by the way.
No,
and that's something we've both come under fire for.
Yes.
But I love it. I think we're brave. And I think everyone in comedy, they're just not saying anything.
Yeah, exactly.
I think
people envy us.
We are truly, everyone's like, oh yeah, I'm yapping. Money where you walk the walk.
No.
Because you know what? I'm out here burning bridges.
Yeah, risk your career.
Yeah, I'm out here ruining my life.
I burnt the earth down
for the sake of a bit of chit chat. Oh no. Oh goodness. It's not good.
No.
No, but yeah. So look, we had one person who I was friends with. Fuck, it's getting messy. I'm going to be so diplomatic about this. Who, yeah, we had one person that was friends with one of us and wasn't friends with another one of us. I was always quite I guess practical, pragmatic, diplomatic. All the addicts.
Yeah.
I was in the attic about it. And I was kind of look, whatever. And whatevs. I'm not gonna like think I'm a hero because I like put people in their places. You know, that's just what everyone should do. By the way,
yeah, it is.
Yeah. And then like and that person had a situation with another person, a negative one, in which I keep yelling at people. It's really funny. I was talking to one of my friends the other day about, and like every story I told, I'd be like, and I'm never usually like this. And I'm never usually like this. And he was like, the funny thing is, every story you say, you're never usually like this, all ends up with you yelling across a bar at someone. So it sort of feels like you're usually like this. And I was like, okay.
I think it's awesome.
Yeah.
I actually love it.
The track record shows I'm yelling. For some reason.
Oh, well.
I'm always like this.
You're comfortable in confrontation. Is it something to do with how you grew up, maybe? Is it?
Yes.
Do I relate to that?
I can't sit with sad. Like I can't leave problems.
No.
And because my family didn't. That's the thing. Like
it's uncomfortable. It sounds wrong. It's like, just deal with it.
Like I don't want people to like, especially in relationships, I don't want to like yell. There's never a need for that. But like if something feels off for 1 second, I'm like, what's up?
Yeah.
I can't be brooding. I can't be, because if I bottle it up, first of all, people could do it for days. I've got 5 minutes in me before I'm like a 1950s housewife smashing plates and crying.
Yeah.
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 So
I like that you just said, I don't yell, but we don't talk about this. No, I completely understand.
Well, yes. No, but
if I see a face, I'm like, what's up? What's wrong?
Yeah, I'm like,
that face?
oh, you hate me.
Oh, my God.
Okay, so you hate me.
The amount of times.
And what? But definitely like within, especially within like, you know, our community and our like professional community and like comedy.
Yes.
I'm definitely like, if something's happening and like, especially everyone's complaining and no one's saying anything to that person.
Yeah.
That's going to piss me off.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, there's 100 of us and one of this person is terrorizing things.
Yeah.
What are we doing? Like, and then you look around the room, you're like, cool, no one else is going to do it. Great. I'm going to have to put my head on the line again.
Yeah. Every time.
And people are like, oh, you're always doing this. I'm like, well, if we shared it around.
God, wouldn't that be nice?
It'd be great if we could all say one thing, one sentence, rather than a few people having to like, and like go into this David and Goliath battle.
Yeah. Yeah, fully. It's very frustrating.
Anyway. We're just venting, guys. But you know, there's a lot in the scene. It can get quite like, I wouldn't say cliquey is the thing, but no one's sticking their neck out for other people.
Not many.
No.
Not many. There are those who do, and I respect them. And I have like people as barometers for
sure
when it's worth doing. And I'll check in with them. Like, how do you feel about that person? And they're like, oh, I straight up ignore them. Like, will not acknowledge their existence. And I'm like, all right, you're a good canary, you know?
Yeah. Like you tend to agree. You tend to like the same people they like and like not trust the same people that they, for sure. I've got people like that as well. And like people that are very balanced and, you know, like, like knowledgeable in the way that they're like, oh, this person can be like a little bit annoying sometimes, but they're like a good egg.
Yes,
like,
yes,
cool.
of
They're
course,
fine.
of course.
And vice versa. Like this person's really funny, but they're a nightmare.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, you gotta look out for those ones too. I'm probably one of those. I just realized I'm a good hang, but I'm okay, whatever.
Now you're good.
Anyway, I ended up yelling at someone, you know, who might consider you their arch nemesis, and I remember saying to someone like, fuck, great day to be Chloe Maddren.
Oh, that's so funny.
Which was really funny. And I've spoken to people since then.
Yeah.
And we had a laugh about it, being like, because someone else said it first. And they were like, you know, since all that went down, I really like Chloe.
God.
And we were all like,
oh my God.
You know what? Yeah. And I was like, guys, I've been saying it. I hang out with her all the time. She's like really nice.
It's so
I'm trying to tell you guys.
It's so funny because what that recent you know, blow up in the friendship group was over something so small. Mm-hmm. And I'm happy to openly say what she did.
I'm scared
about me. I won't then.
I've
won't.
already said.
But what she did to me was so like globally, illegally horrific. And everyone was like, oh, actually, you know what? She said she did a bit of a dog act there. And I'm like, what? Yeah, she does bad stuff. I feel crazy. Yeah. It's like someone else who everyone was kind of turning off because they just, kept being really bad, doing real bad behavior. And again, it was just one of those ones where I'm sitting there quietly like, what? Did you not listen to me 2 years ago? Anyway, it's fine.
For sure.
Welcome.
For sure. Anyway, so after that, we sort of we were cool and it was very funny. I came on your podcast and there was a moment.
Yes.
I'm going to add it in.
Add it in.
I'm going to clip it. I'm going to clip it up
God.
because it was probably one of my favorite moments today because we spoke about that person who I was still friends with at the time. And it was actually the photo. It's the photo of my group chat. Me and a few people.
Awesome.
Because I was like, guys, it was a really funny moment.
So good.
I just looked straight down the barrel of the camera when we spoke about that person because I was like, oh, we're doing it. And we're doing it again. Past that, because that's the context. We're going to dwell too long on it.
Yeah.
Then, we're cool, we're friends, and we also realize there's other people. This we cannot go into. There's other people.
Yeah.
There's other people we have a shared problem with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's a real fun one. I really handled that one a little bit last week on my own, and I mean, you were quite proud of me.
How'd that go? Did that person reply?
No, but they've taken actions in their personal life.
After?
Yeah. Yeah. I was
wondering if that happened after because I received word. I received word that they were.
Yeah. These poor listeners.
Yeah, we've not said one name or one thing. They're going, I wasn't there, so I don't care about this, by the way. Well, guys, assume there was absolute tea happening, okay?
When I was told.
And one day we'll do a Patreon and we'll name drop. Only when these people are out of the industry and we're very famous. More famous.
We're getting there.
It's
fine. It's fine.
Anyway, so we overcame a lot.
Yeah.
And now we're free. We're free to be the girlies.
Yeah,
and it's a wonderful thing. And it's a wonderful thing. And
honestly.
I love that you do things that I'm also like, hell yeah. Someone's doing something. I love another hot topic. Also, it takes some of the bad press off me.
Yeah, it's not good for me.
I love being approached about a situation and be like, and what's Chloe doing this week?
Oh my God. You know what's so embarrassing? I went and got my nails done, and my gorgeous nail technician, Isabella, we follow each other on Instagram.
Cute.
And I got there and she was like, are you okay? I saw you posted a big Instagram story with a lot of writing.
She didn't read it. She's just like, that was a big paragraph. I wasn't about to be about it.
No, it was so embarrassing. I was like, I am not mentally well, but I'd love to get my nails redone, please, Isabella.
Isabella, do the nails.
I just want pink, okay?
Isabella, my darling, my heart, I need you to do the pink nails. She's like, are you okay? You go, pink, please, Isabella. I'm begging you at this point. You need to just put the pink on my fucking nails. No, I'm not okay.
The nails are the only thing keeping me going.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
I actually left there and I hated the color, but I think it's fine now. It was the lighting. Do you ever do that? Do you ever want to chop your own fingers off because you hate something? Or like for instance, I couldn't straighten my hair properly when I was 11 and I tried to pull my hair out and I sprained my neck. Do you ever do that?
You sprained your neck?
I sprained my neck.
You tried to take a big chunk.
Yeah.
You could have got scalped.
Yeah.
You could have got scalped.
I had to wear a neck brace.
Scalping has come back into my zeitgeist recently.
Oh, okay. Because you want to do it? No?
What do you mean?
Well, some people have really nice hair and you want their hair and you can't just chop it because you want it to fall exactly the way that their hair falls. So you consider scalping them.
Oh, yeah, that universal experience, Chloe.
Oh, God, sorry.
Okay, so it had actually entered my zeitgeist again because I was thinking about how awful it is.
Yes, same.
And live your truth about that. I was actually thinking about when a killer whale did it. Tillicum the killer whale did it to his trainer.
Oh my God.
Dawn. at SeaWorld.
They don't even have fingers.
I think about killer whales a lot.
Yeah?
Yeah. I know it's supposed to be Sam Bowden's hyperfixation, but it's mine too.
No, that's fair. I
don't know as much as him because I'm not as smart.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean I'm not interested. I think about it a lot. I'm just thinking at a slower pace about it, okay?
I understand. I have 2 like marine biology jokes, and I always feel bad doing them if Sam's around. I'm like, this isn't. I'm sorry, I'm not cutting your grass. He can't take the whole ocean.
He doesn't own killer whales.
Yeah, he doesn't.
You don't own the orcas.
I mean, maybe orcas. If it's out of everything, maybe orcas.
Okay, if he was gonna own an animal, sure, we'd give him the orca, but it doesn't mean he owns orcas.
Okay. What have you been thinking about them? They're scary.
Well, yes, but they're also lovely. Do you know they have? I think I've spoken about this on the podcast to Lockie before. If I hadn't, it would be crazy because I think about it so much. They have like a much bigger capacity for emotions than humans do. Like say, here I always explain things like with my hands on the podcast, which people listen to with their ear holes. But like this big is like where humans can emote.
Yep.
And like feel and process. Yep. Whales is like, it's like heaps more apparently. Like they can feel things we couldn't fathom feeling, depths and heights we can't imagine, which is like so sad when we like hurt them and like separate them from their family because we can't even we can't fathom how much it's hurting them because they have a bigger emotional capacity than us.
So they get
They get so much sadder than us.
Oh, that's so sad.
And they can experience joy like we just can't. We're like really emotionally stunted compared to whales. How sad and crazy and like wonderful.
Yeah, that's good.
That's so cool. But also, they're in their feelings.
I don't know. I feel a lot of feelings, and
no,
it's
I'm saying
exhausting.
we might be up there.
What? We might be up there.
We might be. We might have orca emotional heights and depths.
Some doctors call it bipolar. We say cute little whale girls.
I'm saying put me in SeaWorld. Give me a little show.
Wouldn't that be nice? Someone brings you a bucket of fish.
Put me in SeaWorld and get someone to scalp. I'll show you feminine rage.
Yeah, it'd be great to be able to scalp someone and have everyone around agree that you're the victim.
I also love in like, within like TikTok world, feminist world, everyone's like, yeah, like feminine rage, it's amazing. I'm like, okay, there's like, you're watching a Mia Goth movie, or I'm saying I have feminist rage, and my psychiatrist is like, you have a mood disorder. I cannot stress this enough. You will be hospitalized at any given second. I cannot remind you of that again. I'm like, okay, I think I'm more Sylvia Plath about this. I'm actually Virginia Woolf right now. I think I'm being pretty prolific. And he's like, well, you're getting tied to the stretcher. Stretcher now.
Yeah, I don't think the doctors are a big fan of TikTok. What it's doing for us mentally.
They've never seen so many people claiming to have autism in their life.
Yeah. They're like, I reckon, spectrum, right? Maybe.
Of course. But the people are taking the piss. Like some people will be like, oh, I hate the feeling of like shards of glass.
I hate it when someone pokes me in the eye. I'm autistic.
Yeah, I'm so overstimulated when I'm put in a room with 58 speakers.
Well, JB Hi-Fi is too much. Yeah, it's too much for everyone.
I'm overstimulated in Chemist Warehouse. You put the Navy SEALs in Chemist Warehouse. They're shaking.
They're getting flashbacks.
I get flashbacks
to other times at Chemist Warehouse
because you're in there, and I'm not medicated because I'm picking up my ADHD meds. And then they're like,
you should pick them up early.
They're like, when was the last time you got this script filled? And I'm like, 70%, 20%, 70%. Like the fucking pink and fluoro tags are flashing at me, and like, and all of a sudden I'm buying creepy little vitamins or something that I don't even know how they work.
Don't buy those vitamins, please.
Please don't, for me.
Save your money. Go and buy a cute little bottle of nail polish you'll never use.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Have you started okay. Also, in the next, we're gonna have fun on this podcast, everyone, but it's not gonna be light. Unfortunately, Chloe and I only know how to talk about the depths of human experience because we're both very fucked up young ladies.
I didn't realize that wasn't so cute until everyone else was like, "You do dark stuff. You like to talk about dark things.
Yes,
you're dark comedy." And I was like, "What?"
I had the exact same experience with doing my show in Wollongong.
Yeah,
they don't like it.
No,
I thought because they were, it's a bit out of Sydney, they were going to be less easy to, trigger is a dumb word.
Yeah.
These woke left.
It's goddamn worked.
Like, you know what I don't mean it like that. Obviously, like we're so lefty. But I thought they were going to be like a bit tougher.
Yeah.
A bit less like Newtown, like, actually you can't say that. But it was a different type where they are, I guess, a little bit more bogan out there. but they still were like,
yeah,
with some of the stuff I wanted to do, which again, it's not making fun of the situation. The funny thing is the idea of handling a situation, like commenting on it in a very like straightforward way. I don't know. I thought it was really interesting.
That's so odd.
It's so odd.
Because I like, I don't know, I have my ideas about the kinds of people who get really scared of that stuff, like Bondi crowds, right? Pretty standard, not into it, although I did get them last week for the first time ever. I finally got them.
Good.
Thank you.
It's great when you get them because it took me a while as well. And then I did it and then I was like, fuck yeah, we're on here. Yeah. It's a good room when it's great.
It's great. And I knew I wasn't putting it on them. I was like, this is just different, different vibe. But I kept thinking to myself, these kinds of crowds, they must not like reality or real feelings. And I was being such a fucking wanker about it. Like, it's just because they haven't actually lived any proper experience. And then I realized like maybe they just feel things differently, and when they hear something sad, they feel sad. They don't have the widest
their emotional receptors have not been rammed into the earth and disintegrated. And it could be that.
It could be.
And it so could be that. And I think about that all the time. I'm like, the reason I do it, it's so bad. Some people like will talk about their own trauma and I will find something funny about it.
Yeah.
Not that it happened to them, but it's almost like you laugh at the situation because the situation is laughable, because it's insane.
Because it's absurd.
Because you go like, what? Why would that happen?
Yeah,
like, it's
of course.
Crazy.
It's wild.
It's hilarious. The worst things that have ever happened to me are the funniest things that have ever happened to me.
Absolutely.
Which is why our shows are always going to be about something heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I was thinking the other day about how we treat our bodies in general.
Mm-hmm.
Chloe's first hour is hot girl stuff, in brackets, crippling
disordered eating and crippling
self-hate. Couldn't remember which one came first. Which, great.
Thank you.
Hey, still haven't gotten to see it because I turned up an hour late, but I thought it after it's.
I've got it online now, so I'll send you a link so that you can watch it.
Guys, you should all watch it.
Yeah, you should. It's $5. You
can get it on like YouTube membership.
Yeah, YouTube membership or Patreon.
Or Patreon.
People want, because I'm trying to make some money.
Yeah, please, guys.
Thought I would do that instead of get a job.
Yeah. So you wrote a show about like eating disorder stuff, and so I wanted to ask, like, when it comes to like vitamins and stuff, are you doing that shit?
Not so much at the moment. I go through waves where sometimes my sister's a naturopath, so I get some good stuff and she's properly assessing me. I'll send her my bloods so that she can actually look. Yeah, I'm very particular about it. If I'm going to do it, I'll do it properly. Yeah, so she can make some, judgment calls based off just anecdotal evidence without looking at bloods and stuff. But yeah, sometimes I'll get it. And I'll use it for a bit until I don't want to buy it again. But no, for the most part, I'm not, especially when in the thick of bulimia. It's useless.
Exactly.
It's a waste of money. Exactly. It's going in the toilet the other way.
Exactly. I'm going, oh God. Yeah.
No.
Exactly. Yeah. Useless. Yeah. I'm also like, of the people are like, you've only got one body, you got to treat it well. And it reminds me of that time Kim Kardashian, and also I love Kim Kardashian. I think she does a lot of great things.
Oh, absolutely.
That one thing she said was she's like, she's talking about getting a tattoo. She goes, would you put a bumper sticker on a Bentley?
I would probably. It depends on the bumper sticker.
A hilarious thing to do, by the way. Wow, that'd be awesome.
It's like a cool,
getting like a honk if you're horny on a Bentley is sick. Also, like, yeah, would you do that to your body? Like, okay, maybe
That's
I'm
so
saying
funny.
this as someone with 2 comedy room tattoos on them, but like,
absolutely,
yeah, like I ram my car into stuff all the time.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
I don't. You only get one body thing. I'm like, exactly. Test it. Push it to the limits. See what it can do.
And also, I'm going like a Bentley is crazy. You know what? She can say it is a Bentley.
Yeah.
Because she's looking like a Bentley.
She looks incredible, insane. Actually, the craziest body, and whatever slop I'm attached to down here. I don't know. Just chuck whatever else on it. It's fine.
Maybe I wouldn't put a bumper sticker on a Bentley. I'd put a few on a shitbox to cover some of the chips. Cover some of those dings. Maybe.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, yeah.
I want dice. I want all sorts of things. I mean,
I'm distracting everyone from the flat tires on that thing.
Good God, I've seen my car. I've seen your car. Well, yeah, we'd do crazy things to not a Bentley.
Would you put a bumper sticker on a Bentley? I would live out of it. Yeah, and I would store all my clothes in there.
I mean, that's just convenient.
Exactly.
Yeah, which is similar with tattoos. Like I have a stick of butter tattooed on my arm, and that's just good to know to remember that.
Why did you get that one? Because you got a spoon and a knife. You got the whole pantry.
I got 2 spoons. I got a knife.
For someone who hates food.
I got pizza. I love food. I love food.
You know.
Yeah, I got a lot of food stuff. The spoons are not really that food related, but it's a whole thing.
I like that you got 2 of them.
Thanks. It's my.
You ever play the spoons?
Yep. A booker in Queensland said they looked like sperm and started calling me Chloe Cum Hands.
I got one friend Thomas Bleach, who has a tattoo of a broken bone.
Oh.
And it looks like 2 dicks coming on each other.
Oh, awesome.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
That's so funny.
And he's gay, so it works.
Yeah, I know the man.
Yes, well, yes. My favorite tattoo anyone's ever gotten.
That's so fun.
God, I love it. Sorry, I forgot because I was distracted by all the other utensils.
The spoons?
The spoons and the knife.
It's so dumb. The knife is just because I like cooking and I have a beautiful knife like this, Damascus.
I was going to say it looks like a Damascus knife.
Yeah, although and honestly...
Damascus would be a beautiful name.
Oh, okay. For like a child.
Well, eventually an adult as well.
You have to think about that.
You got to change it by the time he's 10. You're not Damascus anymore. What kind of name is Damascus, you little freak?
I like Damascus. That's a nice name. I saw a reality star the other day listing off her baby names that she's not going to use. And it was like afternoon, Monday, list. I like list. It was awesome. People are just out there using words.
She just looked on her phone notes and was like, Monday afternoon. This is my Monday afternoon list of things I have to do. She went, Monday afternoon list. Oh, go off. Oh, yes.
That's a beautiful name. I'm so, the world is lucky I don't wish to procreate because...
Do you have good names though?
No, I would do something fucking stupid like that. I mean, when I was a kid, I used to say if I had a kid, it would be so that I could tell it that like a kettle is a ball and the sky is green. Like abuse. It's abuse. Let's say,
what do you want
let's call it what it is.
Yep. It's like your own kind of like Westboro Baptist Church is just completely miseducating a child and seeing what would happen.
I mean, I think I could lead a cult. I don't know.
Yeah.
Am I alone?
No.
Exactly.
No,
I've seen your eyes. I've seen the way you look.
What are you saying?
Captivating, okay? I don't know. Captivating and powerful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. You're like, there's something a little crazy back there.
Well, I didn't say it.
Oh my God. I can't even remember why we're talking about how we treat our bodies and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh God. Like, I also grew up with my dad, and my dad had like no sense of like he very much was. I mean, he was invincible. Like the man did so many narcotics that like he never died until he did, and then he really did, and then he died.
Yeah.
But like before that, it was everyone was like, I don't know how that man's alive. I've seen him do crazy things, and like even non-drug wise, he was just like, what's the worst could happen? And I've really adapted that because of what I saw him do and just get away with. He used to super glue his own teeth back in.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You can just do that, by the way. They come back out and you get really sick.
Yeah, I can imagine.
You can.
You could do it.
So like a lot of people, you know, I sort of come across are like, you can't just do that. I'm like, what's the worst that could happen? They're like, you'll die. I'm like, it probably won't.
God, Edan. I can't relate to you there.
Yeah.
There's one thing
now. Are you germaphobe?
Bit.
A little bit?
Bit. I wash my hands a lot. Like, yeah, a lot.
Like if something's on the floor, like people are like, I'll pay you $50 and I've already eaten it.
Oh, I mean, I love food more than I hate germs. Don't get me wrong. I'll probably eat something I dropped.
Okay.
But I wouldn't want like anyone to touch. I don't like people touching my face or head usually. And I like even my beautiful boyfriend, you know, the man I love the most, right? Yeah. If he is washing something, which is with detergent, I don't want him to touch me until he's cleaned his hands. Like, I don't know.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, if I go outside anywhere, I'll come in and wash them. It's very normal stuff.
That's like a normal level.
Yeah. But more than that, I have like the Final Fantasy brain of being afraid of being maimed. And it's not because of a fear of death. I think maybe it is that I don't want to get like my limbs severed. Is that Final Fantasy or Final Destination?
I'm more thinking about the fact that you think it's crazy to not want to have your limbs severed. You have no idea about what is normal and not. And now I'm realizing that because Chloe, I don't know. Well, there are a few sick fucks that would like the idea of that happening, but I can't explain to you how universal that experience is.
I know no one wants to be maimed, but I'm saying I'm more afraid of being maimed than killed.
Okay.
You know?
No.
You know?
Yeah.
I don't really think about, oh no, I could die. I'm like, whatever, everyone dies. But
yeah.
I
don't want to suffer.
I really don't want to I don't want to suffer.
Are you saying it like, oh, I really cannot take on a maiming this week. There's enough going on, man.
It's because it's a vanity thing. Entirely. It's not about the pain. I get so upset when I do my makeup wrong and my eyeliner's slightly like wrong.
And imagine if you had no arms to do it with.
Exactly.
That'd be terrible.
It'd be so annoying.
It'd be so frustrating. Oh my God.
But some people do it and they pull it off and they look hot. So.
Oh yeah, they're amazing.
Yeah.
But like and I'd relearn to do it. But how do you feel about other people doing your makeup?
Not good.
I hate it.
Yeah, it's awful.
There's one person I allow to do it.
Really?
Well, she's my best friend and she's like the best drag makeup artist I've ever seen in my life. Wow. And like the few times that I didn't even let her do it all at once. Like one time she did like my eyeshadow. Yeah. And then one time she did my like face makeup and I did the eyeshadow. And I was like, fuck, she's better than me.
Okay. Yeah. I would allow for someone to try. Yeah. For sure.
But like
not for an event unless I was 1000% certain.
Because like no one knows your face like you and like how you like things.
Exactly.
I don't wanna, by the time I'm explaining the rules and the guidelines for how things need to be done, like I may as well just do it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, did you get it done for your formal?
For like year 10 I did.
Yeah, okay.
I went to a few because it was like boys' schools once.
Okay,
I went to as well.
Oh my
God.
God.
Because I was really popular. No, I'm kidding.
Wow.
No, I had friends from musical theatre. They're absolute flaming homosexuals.
Still counts.
And like a few times, I had like maybe like 4 different times I got my makeup done and a few of them were like really good. A few of them were like good.
Yeah.
It's just not how I would have done it.
No.
It's not how I would have done it. And then so like since then I always do my own. Even if I got married, I'd do it myself.
Yeah, same. And I think it'd be really fun too because I love doing my own makeup. Yeah. It's so fun. And I would be, buying the best, most bougie products that I love, the ones that I don't really treat myself to all the time.
Yeah.
I'd make it special. Yeah. But yeah, I'd want to do it my fucking self and I'd spend 3 hours doing it. And it'd probably be my favorite part of the day.
The thing about getting ready is I can do it. I will do it in the car. I will do a full beat in the car while driving. While driving.
Fucking insane.
It's crazy and it's bad. And hey, if you're a cop, again, stop listening to the Nobody Else podcast. I swear to God. I will not tell you again. This is an ACAB podcast because I am in the wrong all the time. It's crazy. The things I'll be doing while driving that car is crazy. I'm a really good driver. I mean,
I saw you driving around dark cliffs recently and you were doing such a good job.
Thank you.
I actually raved about it to people.
Do you know what I heard?
Like my mum.
Okay, this is the one name I'm going to drop.
Okay.
It's funny and I'd say it to him, God bless him. Apparently, whose car was it? I think Lacascio's. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Lacascio's car was the air con wasn't working. So the car was like fogging up.
Oh yeah.
From the inside.
Yeah.
And apparently everyone was like, oh fucking Jesus. Like on that road, there's a big dark road down to Wollongong.
Exactly
there's
why I
like
didn't
no
want to drive
street
mine.
lights. And like it was kind of scary for us and we like, had the high beams.
Yes.
It was a clear, fine day.
Oh yeah. We were
and like I was going 10 kilometers under the speed limit just to,
smart girl.
Because you just don't have to go that fast.
No.
By the way.
No.
Yeah, apparently. Apparently it was like really scary.
That's so funny.
Yeah, so funny.
I avoid that
craziness
at all lengths. I would rather hire a car than have people, and it's not because of my own. I'd be stressed. I'd be scared.
Yeah,
but to have other people in my car watching me drive, scared and stressed, and
absolute chaos. Absolute chaos. There's no need for that kind of thing.
And now everyone knows that about him, and everyone's thinking that.
We're spreading rumors and we're gossiping.
We are, yeah.
You go up to him at a gig. I know that your car aircon stopped working.
You okay,
you big
buddy?
piece of shit. Oh God bless. Shout out Anthony Lacascio.
Oh, he's a lovely dude.
Do you know what he said to me once that I forgot I ever said about him? What? Anthony Lacascio is a famously a Australian comedian, and a lot of his shows are WOG coded.
Yes.
you know, they're all, B and I used to have like a thing where we just say like different Lacascio show names.
Yeah.
And we just like put the word wog into like
Awesome.
we'd be like wog the line, like, like all this stuff. It was so much fun.
That's great.
So like I was almost going to message him and be like, do you want any of these?
Yeah.
Because it's been a riff with us for so long. They're kind of good, dude. Like you got to anyway, I forgot what I said to him once because he messaged me. We were talking about ticket sales really recently.
Yeah.
And, he was like, he's like, I'll put this in your words. Yeah, something I forgot I said to him years ago. He was like, even all of the opulous baiting I do, like, you know, like how Greek names always have a little opulous. I'm like, you are opulous baiting. And I was like, oh, I like that actually. Yeah. Which, yeah, silly.
That's a good career move. It's working for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I feel like we went on so many tangents about, you know, how we met and the comedy scene and the current political climate and treating about what's going on in your life.
When did we speak about the current political climate?
Well,
oh my God.
Okay, maybe I made that bit up.
I mean, we can. I watched the entire Biden-Trump debate.
Oh, fuck.
But you know what's annoying? I was fucking bet I couldn't do it, but I am an active... Like, I'm very interested in politics, and especially American politics, because they're more entertaining, obviously.
Well, because it's a big fanfare. We're not getting
crazy.
Down like that.
No, we're not. We're just not. It's so fun. And every year, every election season, I watch the debates in entirety.
Yeah.
But everyone was talking about how boring this one was, and I was like planning to do it anyway. And then Freddie McManus bet me $50 that I couldn't, and I was like, okay,
you couldn't watch it?
Yeah. Couldn't get through it, and I was like, okay, that's so stupid.
Girls can watch TV.
Yeah, I'm actually really good at watching TV. It's maybe my best skill.
Well, yes.
And I did. I watched it all. And then it was like, you know, boring and crazy and whatever, but I was interested. And
you go, I watched it. I had no clue what was going on. These men seem really angry at each other, everybody.
No, they did a terrible job, sure. And I was like, well, like, hoping maybe now we could discuss it. And I'm like, and did you see that part? He's like, I didn't watch it. I'm listening to my American politics comedy podcast. Even that political communicator, she didn't watch it. I'm like,
Well, I didn't watch it because
scammed.
I didn't currently have a way to watch it on 3 times speed, which is what I would really need from those two.
Fair.
Pick up the pace.
That's really understandable. I think that's why it was so unwatchable for me.
And it's so hypocritical. Fuck. It's been a long day. It's so hypocritical of me to make fun of Joe Biden with the way that I talk.
I hear
we
you.
are beat for beat. Wait, what was I saying? Like, okay, and that's one of my kin.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, that's what I was saying to my mom. I'm like, I would be really flustered too. And someone's just standing there and they're lying heaps. And you're just like...
Crying at the presidential...
What?
You're like, I literally didn't say that. Like, it's just such a fucking bitch.
I don't know how many money we saved by once.
Having a fawn response at the presidential debate? Like, having a fawn response at the presidential debate.
Sorry, he did fine. Anyway,
you're like, okay, you're like, okay, well, I don't actually appreciate it because you know I was in a relationship where I was talked to a lot like that, so it's actually really mean for you to like, why are you arcing up?
Yeah, look, I think that, I mean, it's cool. See?
Yeah. See, this is us as politicians. You're going like, it's fine. It's so funny if someone's like, this woman's policies are wrong. And you're like, it's okay.
I'm so sorry.
You're like, oh, I mean, yeah, what do I know? And I'm like, okay, well, like, okay, okay, but just because your mother didn't love you, like, what the fuck is that? My fault? No, I'm not fucking crying. No, you're raising your voice. What the fuck?
What kind of household did you grow up in?
I'm threatening suicide at the presidential election.
God damn it. I will kill myself.
Trump, I will end it all. I swear to God. I swear to God.
Actually,
Trump, I'm putting you in that litter. By the way, my blood is on your hands.
I was yelling that at my boyfriend the other day. I will write a note with your name in it. It was cute.
It is a birthday card. That's besides the point.
No, I keep threatening suicide.
You can't be doing it.
No, I know. As a joke.
As a joke.
Yeah,
I do it a lot
joke.
as a joke, and I got to stop because it's that thing. People are not really used to hearing that.
Yeah, it's really bad. My brother-in-law killed himself, and so it's quite a trigger for a lot of my family members. Well, I try to keep it on the wraps when I'm around family, but at
death seems to be a trigger for maybe a lot of people because it is a part of life for, I'm going to say 100% of people.
True.
When you think about it.
I think you're onto something.
Because like in one way or another, every single person is going to interact with death.
Yeah.
Other people's for sure. Or their own.
Yeah.
So apparently it's not something you're allowed to
joke about.
Have a bit of a laugh.
But I'm also sometimes not joking. And so sometimes I'm like, I don't know, maybe listen to me. Maybe watch my special.
Are you guilting people into watching your special?
I'm just saying, it was an idea I had about maybe that would be a really good tactic, but people said it was
See, I think that's hilarious.
Tricky. Yeah, right.
See, I think but again, this is, people get offended by this and you're like, no, dipshit. The joke is that it's funny. The joke is that it's crazy to do that.
It's ridiculous.
The joke is that why would anyone people go like, but that's not funny because you did that. And you go, no, I'm making fun of what if someone did that.
It's satirical.
It's satirical.
Nuanced.
People just don't get it.
Dare I say meta?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, people don't get it.
I do it all the time. I'm like, I'll end it all. People are like, and I'm like, no, it's funny because that's a crazy thing to say right now.
Yeah. No, I think it's funny and cute. It's fine.
Yeah. I'm just saying things for the stunt of it all.
Yeah, of course.
I'm doing a publicity stunt.
Well, that's literally what I consider every story post on Instagram. It's all about publicity.
Saying you're doing a publicity stunt is always my plan Z. If all else goes wrong, I'm going social experiment. I'm writing a book. I'm an undercover cop and I'm an undercover cop and I'm doing research. I'm a spy. I told people I was a spy.
Yeah?
In year 2.
Oh my God,
because they were like, little. Because they were like, no, it was in year 4 because I had to move schools. And they were like, why are you missing school all the time? Or like, why did you? Oh, where was it? No, it would have been. It was in year 2. So I was thinking about. I went to high school with these girls after, but I told these girls because they were like, why are you not at school all the time? And I didn't want to say it's because my dad's a junkie. So I said, I am a spy.
Awesome.
I am a spy.
Some people would consider that like pathological lying, but I say screenwriter.
It's not pathological because I had to do it.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I wasn't going to say, old mate.
No, you can't.
I had to be like, fuck. Why would I be away from school all the time? Spy. Because I watch Spy Kids. Come on.
Spy Kids, of course. How did they respond to it?
Well, Spy Kids didn't have a junkie dad. Like, I don't think. Crazy.
They had Antonio Banderas looking so hot.
Yeah, and I didn't. So...
no. How did they respond? Did they believe you?
No, and then I went to high school with them.
Yeah.
So like 2 schools later, I went to high school with them, and they were in year 7. They were like, "This is Edan. She told everyone she was a spy," and I was like, "Can you fucking not?"
That's really mean.
I was like, "Okay, well we're grown up now. I'm not 7 anymore, you bitches."
Oh my God.
What the hell? I really wanted to, so with all these guest episodes, I really wanted to start off like, turns out we're great buddies and we were having such a good time, so I forgot to do it. But I wanted to start off the podcast with like the most polarizing antisocial question you could. Like, so I just wanted to be like, hey, welcome to the Nobody Asked podcast. What's the biggest lie you've ever told? Like, what's the worst? Ooh. What's the most evil thing you've ever done?
Oh, wow. Wait, okay. That I know about, or I'm thinking, I'm trying to figure out if I lie to myself, because then I don't know, I couldn't even say.
That's a real one.
I couldn't even say.
And that's spoken like a true pro.
I said I kicked my toe when I broke it myself.
Okay.
With my hand. That was probably not that bad.
It's not great.
Really bad at lying. Because
which is what good liars say, by the way. You got to throw them off. You can't beat me.
No, only because
you can't beat the boss. You can't beat the pro.
Only because I love to tell everyone my every thought. And I want everyone to know everything I think and tell me that it's all really smart and special.
See, this is the same. Because if I'm not talking, it's
a
obvious.
thought.
Like as if I'm not talking, everyone's like, oh.
Yeah, what's wrong?
Well, what's happening here?
Exactly.
Because I'm like, oh, well, maybe I'm just being quiet. They're like, but you're never being quiet. So what's going on?
Yeah.
It's like all of those games where have you played like board games like Secret Hitler and all of that?
No.
It's like it's cool. It's like any like game or like board game where one person has to lie.
Yeah.
Or like all those Jackbox games where like one person is the faker. Okay, have you ever played a board game where like, okay, maybe poker?
I love poker. Yeah.
There we go.
Okay.
There we go. Okay, so you're a grown up.
like Cluedo, that's like this, right?
Quiet people are so like naturally they're already at a better position with things like poker because they're not doing anything.
Yep.
I don't know because I never know when they're happy. I don't know when they like me. I don't know when they dislike.
They're terrifying.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But like I can't all of a sudden like people like us can't all of a sudden just like because we'll have too many tells.
Yeah, absolutely.
So then I have to lean, when I'm playing a board game like that, I have to lean in to purposely being suspicious.
Yeah, okay.
So I just act sus the whole game so people can't differentiate when I'm acting sus or when I'm acting sus.
That's a very smart tactic. I want to get to know myself better by playing these games and figure out what I do. Because I don't know.
Oh, wow.
I don't play enough games. I've been thinking about bringing games
You're
in.
training for the real thing.
I'm really trying to think about lies. I can't think of any big ones.
I mean, fine.
No, give me a sec. No, because I'd like to tell people. I'm thinking of terrible things I've done.
You can.
All of them, I just told the people immediately. Like,
well, that's good then. Because I was asked this last night. And I was like, oh, there's no way in hell I'm ever saying like apparently someone else has a podcast about like that's the premise. Is like you go and you say the worst thing you've ever done. And like
oh, okay, I've got one.
And I was like, oh, it would be the best podcast episode maybe in the world of any podcast. That not with a gun to my head.
Yeah.
Not with a gun to my head.
Yeah.
Not with a gun to my head. And I'm not going down for that.
No. I can tell you one of the worst.
I would only ever do that I would only ever be like crazy psycho Edan to terrible people.
Yeah. Oh, of course.
Yes.
I know. And all right. I've got one for you.
What?
I was dating a man, a boy really, young, he was an adult. And we had not really any proper formal rules because we lived in different places. It wasn't really very serious, but we had like strong feelings and whatever. So we established some rules over the time where basically I didn't want him to bang one person because...
It's almost like you shouldn't say it.
I know. Well, it's because like she had made a whole thing and it was a whole thing and he had lied to me about her previously. So I was like, okay, can you just not bang that one person? And in return, I was to not bang... Let's be honest, he's a comedian, okay? So
I already know.
Yeah, you know. I was not able to bang any comedians because friends, right? So then time went on and he did bang this girl. He then lied to me because I knew something was up. He was being a little weird, lied to me for like a week, 2 weeks and made me feel crazy. He was like, you're crazy for even suspecting that. How dare you? And then finally... he called me and I was actually hanging out with a mutual friend. He called me. Oh, this is so psycho. He called me and he admitted to banging this girl. And I said, I'm going to fuck all your friends. And he was like, no, please don't. And then I did. In the next week, I fucked so many of his friends. And that's definitely one of the worst things I've ever done. But it was the agreement.
You got to respect the game.
And it's so funny to me that I could. That they just were like, yeah.
Being a woman and being like, oh, I imagine myself having like a red button with a little case on it, like the president.
Yeah.
Detonate. The nuke. The nuke of pure sexual power.
Yeah. Yeah. It's terrible. And I imagine an incel, if you will, would watch this and say, that's why I hate women.
We are the worst example. We give the incels so much to work with.
Oh, yeah.
There's so many
Yeah.
There's so many incel bounties on both of our heads because we are not helping our cause.
I don't know about you, but I also like I talk to them, I argue, I engage with them.
Yeah,
and
me
I think
too.
That really.
Yeah. I'm getting into the biffs with the incels.
I worry about like, someone could want to kill me.
I'm sure many people do want to kill both of us.
Okay, all right. But, let's be safe.
You reckon that's the worst thing you've ever done?
I think that's up there.
All right.
It's pretty bad.
I did a similar thing to my like evil ex.
Yeah. Okay.
Because they they really just did one in. Like I would say I still didn't get close.
Yeah.
We didn't get even. I couldn't have got even.
No.
Even if I really tried, which I fucking did.
Oh my God.
But like when it all came to a head,
yeah,
it was almost like and I mean a lot of people it was like the biggest like slow turn towards me and I was like listen. And then
that's awesome.
And then that person, it was just like it clicked.
Yeah.
That like they weren't going to get the upper hand.
Yeah.
They just did so much shit. And I was like, and I think it's people that like, I don't know why girlies like us, we wouldn't just leave.
No.
We wouldn't just be like, oh, I don't like that you did that.
No, it's really...
I deserve better than that. Because we don't think we do.
No, that's what it is.
So you go, all right, I'm damning you to hell.
Yep.
All right, you will never forget me with it. Like it's the Stevie Nicks of it all.
I mean,
we're not just leaving.
It's motivation. I don't know about you, but it keeps me going.
Also, it's a lot harder to demand respect for yourself and leave rather than just cause havoc and chaos.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right.
It's
sure.
it's definitely a weaker thing to do.
For sure.
No, but yeah. No.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone.
Yeah. That's awesome. I'm not remotely surprised.
I can't mention anyone's names at all on this pod, which is like so infuriating. I'm sure for the listeners more than anyone. But a good friend of ours, between both of us, sort of like has a like thing. Every time he sees that, like back then he could see when I was definitely like,
yeah.
And he used to be like, she's out for blood. Like I'd turn up and he'd be like, I can see it, out for blood.
Awesome.
And I was. But that's how, like, it's, crazy people, make you go crazy.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
I always can justify why I was like that.
Yes, absolutely.
But like isolated incident, I always go like, fuck, that person has I am the ex-girlfriend.
Yeah.
Like if you wanted to have an ex-girlfriend story, fuck do I give it to him? Like I think about the things that they could tell the new girlfriends that I'm like,
yeah.
Oh, damn.
It's so,
I really served that up on a plate for him, didn't I?
Yeah.
I'm not giving myself... I'm like, I want to talk to these girls and be like, in context, you would have been rooting for me going pop.
Yeah, if you heard everything, it is so wild how we can have this idea of people based off just a little blip.
Yes.
I try really hard to remember that when I am being judgmental or thinking of people in general. And I go, you know what? We were all little. We were all young.
We all... watched or read Gone Girl at a formative age.
Absolutely.
And it did something.
Yeah.
It did something.
Yeah.
Do you know Bryce did so there's this, oh my God, we should do it together after this podcast.
Okay.
There's this personality quiz. Lockie got me to do it actually. Yeah. It's really interesting. It's kind of long. It takes like 5 minutes.
I love a personality quiz.
And it tells you all of these like movie and TV characters
that
you're most like. And so I've been getting other people to do like what they think of me.
Yeah.
And because it's really indicative of what this person thinks about you.
Yeah, of course. Ooh, okay.
Really interesting. Lockie's and I were like quite like what we did for ourselves were the same as what we did for each other.
Yeah, okay.
Which is really interesting.
That's
I was
really
like,
cute.
maybe Bryce's for me, the list was like every female murderous villain.
Oh my God.
Of every
Oh my God.
I was like, you think I'm a killer? You think I'm a murderer? It was like like Jennifer's Body.
Yeah.
Lillian Black Swan, Amy. God. I was like,
I mean, I can see it, Eden.
What the hell? I was like, yeah, but he lives with me.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah. That's
I was like,
crazy.
you think I'm evil?
Oh my God. What was yours of him?
Oh, the nicest people. Like,
yeah.
Like smart people. Like, like the nicest men you've ever met. What the fuck, man? It was very funny. It was truly very funny.
That sounds really fun. I want to try it.
This has been the best podcast
This has been
of
so
my
fun.
life. I'm going to say that all of the guest ones because I did it when I got my friend April, who was the one guest episode last year that we had. And I said it was the best, and Lockie had to edit it.
Oh my God.
And he was like, oh, and I was like, I was excited.
You get excited. I get it. It's fine.
Yeah.
No, this has been the best time of my life.
So much fun.
So,
guys, I hope you got the absolute tea. Had some absolute laughs.
Nothing. If you want to know all of the names, DM me.
Like DM us.
Just DM us.
Because
we'll
because there's only a few people that cannot know.
Yeah.
But you guys actually could. It's just that other people are ruining the fun for you guys.
Yeah.
Other people, you know what? They're gonna yip yap about it. You guys could have a secret.
You could.
This is why we need a Patreon.
Yeah, Patreon's good.
Patreon's just for the non-beeped out version.
Yeah.
We do have a beep on this.
Oh,
and
really?
Well, yeah, we should have just used it, but it's annoying to have to go back and cover them out.
No,
as
of
well.
course.
Because I was saying names where I was like, Lockie, if that gets out, I'm done for.
Yeah. No, we got to be careful. We have really important careers to look after.
The most watched episode and listened to episode we've ever had was after the TikTok Awards, where we just bitched about the TikTok Awards.
Oh my God.
Half of the episode is beeps.
Oh, that's awesome.
And still people are like,
people love it.
I've gotta know.
Yeah, I get it. I listen to that. I'll listen to it all day.
Because he's away, I have a compulsion to start saying names. Like, I'm not going to. I'm like.
Well, I mean, you and I,
gone.
it's definitely a part of our dynamic, you know?
Yeah.
Some shit that I blew up last week. You were the first person I thought to send the screenshot to.
It's made my week. I keep thinking about it.
When
I walked into Bryce and I went, this is the best I've ever heard. You got it. And I kept walking around the house being like, man, that's so good. And he was like, that's sick.
When I saw the person and then they left and everyone informed me of the current state of their life, I stood up at the table and bowed and everyone clapped. I said, thank you. Thank you so much.
I've got to give something, but like not incriminating at all. Sometimes there is corruption in the industry.
Yeah.
And sometimes people are aligned with, sometimes people go like, oh, you should stand up for yourself. And those people are close to the people that are doing it.
Yeah.
And Chloe just straight out said, you're friends with the person doing it.
Yeah.
And then I just think no one else would do that, which is very cool. Anyway.
Yeah. Look, I mean, if you want more info, I also spoke about it on my podcast and probably more detail. No names, but
okay.
Yeah. Cool. Check it out.
Yeah. Amazing. Thank you so much for being on the poddy.
Of course. Thank you so much for having me.
Guys, I hope you liked the first guest episode. It was so good. It's so funny that like out of all the guests we've got lined up with no one else. No one else is like in the scene in the way that you are.
Yeah, okay.
All of them are like working comedians, but not in the like they're sort of in different sectors of it.
Yeah, okay.
You know,
I'm very curious.
Some are more
about
online,
what that
some are
means.
more like above in the industry, some are more like, you know, just in a different sector. Like we're in the same borough.
Yeah.
And so this was very funny. And like, yeah, it's going to be very different. Like I'm not going to be able to like bitch to the other guest stars, you know.
Hey, look, that's what I'm here for.
All right. Bye guys. Miss you.